Hello, everybody. Oh, I don't even have the comments on here. Oh, there we go. Hello. Lawler's Corner. What's up? Hey, Howie. Page One. What's up? Snark and Sass. Jen Wow. Hillbilly Man. Lynn Also Cow. What's up? Mike Stevens. Jason. Can't believe I got to wait 2 days. Oh, geez. You put that a while ago, apparently. Hey, Big Red. Rattlesnake. What's up? Cheryl, how you doing? I have an update on that police business I recorded yesterday. Hi, Christy Webb. Yeah, it's a lot more serious than I imagined. I had a cop come to my door today wanting to know if I knew anything. I did not. I only saw what you all saw. Hey, 801, Wendy-O, hello. Hey, Roo, how you doing? Dirt Guy, what's up? So wait, let me get this together. Let me get this, the link pinned and all that kind of stuff. And hey, Brian King, good to see you. Hang on, let me get this together. I can't do 9 things at once and concentrate. So anyway, yeah, it was not the old man that I thought it was. When I looked on my app for this area, hey, Howie.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
So when I looked on the app, it said traffic collision, and I was like, wait, there was no cars. Well, it was a hit and run.
Oh.
It didn't hit another car. It hit a 14-year-old boy. The kid was on the sidewalk, and the car veered into him and hit him. I do remember when I was sitting outside and, oh, wait, shoot. I wanted to pull this up. Hang on. I was sitting outside in my backyard and I saw a car zoom up my street. I mean, literally zoom up my street. They had to have been going like at least 40 to 50 miles an hour up a 25 mile an hour street. And I mean, I couldn't see anything from my vantage point. And I didn't get the make of the car or the license plate or anything because I was in my backyard and I was just like mad that they were zooming up the street like that. This is the boy in the hospital. It says, "This is my son. Someone hit him with their car 10 feet from his front door and fled the scene.
Wow.
Police are looking for a gold or similar color car, most likely American model with out-of-state license, possibly Idaho plates. Witnesses were too traumatized by seeing my son get thrown 15 feet through the air and landing in the ditch to remember any other details. He has stitches, tons of road rash and cuts, and a shattered collarbone that will likely require surgery." So, I mean, I was baffled. I had no idea that. No, I checked my security cameras, and the car was going way too fast for me to make out any kind of anything. What kind of car it was, nothing. I mean, it went so fast. I'm just in shock.
Yeah. Wow.
It was crazy. yeah, I really hope that. I mean, I talked to the cop today. He came to my house because they know me. It was Officer Storm, and I asked him if the kid was okay, and he said, "Yeah, he's okay. A little beat up, of course, but he's okay, in good spirits." So that was good. Um, but man, I mean, this is like a sleepy little town. I mean, nothing like that. I
Yeah.
mean, I saw the car zoom up the street, but I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was some stupid kid, racing up the street. I mean, that happens every so often. Somebody will go really fast down the street or up the street. And, but no, it was not a red Dodge. It was a gold color car. It was kind of gold. Um, and it was like a Hyundai Sonata type Buick, maybe. I don't even know. I mean, it was so fast. And oh my God. I mean, I just feel so bad for that kid and his family. I mean, how scary. I mean, holy moly. So I don't know. I don't know any more than that. Hey, Ellie. Yeah, thank God he is alive. Oxide James, K-Swan, hello. Limey Redneck, hello. Crazy Frenchman, Canada's watching. God, I've missed everybody. I've been jabbering. Jeff Parker, Canada's watching. Madison R, hello.
Yeah. Hello, Canada's
Plain
watching.
C.
801 Life. Elaine C. Limey Redneck Crazy Frenchman. 801.
Kadile, darling. How are you?
Big
Jovial
Red.
Butterfly, what's up?
Page Vaughan. K.
Officer Down, hello.
K. Swan.
Vicky
And
Joe.
a name I
Yeah,
can't mention.
exactly, Gregory. That's exactly what I told the cop. I said, the cop said he was okay, and I said, well, physically, he's okay, but mentally, kid's not going to want to go outside. He's not even going to want to walk on the sidewalk. He was on the sidewalk when he got hit.
Hi, Kelly Ramsey.
I mean, my God. And I go, well, that sounds deliberate, especially if you're going to zoom away and flee the scene. That sounds deliberate.
Yeah.
To me.
Hi, Canal.
And he said, well, they have a couple of leads and they're going to go with those leads and see what happens, but we really don't know. And I'm like, I can't even imagine it being a tourist from out of town kind of thing, because why would he be back in this neighborhood? Because we're off the beaten path, kind of. We're like 10 blocks away from the highway, and most of everything to do in town is on the highway. There's nothing going on. There's nothing to do back here. So, man, I don't know. Yeah, it will cost his family financially big time. Hospital bill and whatever. I mean, I was shocked. I was just shocked. I had no idea when I was filming the scene that that's what had happened. And then when I went and looked at the app on my phone, it said traffic collision. Well, didn't say anything about a hit and run, didn't say anything about a pedestrian being hit, nothing. It just said traffic collision. And I was like, wait, I was down there. I didn't see any cars. So I couldn't figure out what the heck. But yeah, Cheryl, I would too. I've actually hit somebody's cat and with my car and hit it, and it died in my arms because I turned around. I mean, it ran out into the street. There was no time to swerve, no time to brake, nothing. But I turned around immediately, and I got the cat out of the road and onto the median. But and there was a huge apartment. I was distraught. I was freaking out. I was crying. I was just, oh my God. I cried when I hit a squirrel. I mean, oh my God. I just can't even believe somebody would hit a kid 14-year-old kid and then take off. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that it was deliberate. That's the only conclusion I can come to, is that it was deliberate.
Or the kid pissed somebody off.
I mean, he's 14. Who could be that pissed off
Yeah.
to want to kill the kid? You know, I mean, he could have been killed.
Yeah.
I mean, and the guy was going fast. I mean, I've seen people drive fast up the street, but never that fast. And I didn't think anything more of it. So I didn't take note of the kind of car it was, or the license plates or anything like that. So it was crazy. Hey, Stevie Mal, S. Graham, how you doing?
Hi, Broken Fish.
If I've missed anybody, who was it that asked me that? Christy Webb. No, my security cameras are way outdated. They don't even record anymore. So they're just more of a deterrent than anything else. I did try to go back and see if I could find it and find what happened. But number one, my cameras don't face down that end of the street. They face up the street, and only one of them works. So I need to get new cameras.
I'm doing okay, Elaine C.
But yeah, the speed limit on my street is 25 miles an hour. And even that is fast, because this is, I mean, two cars barely can fit going by each other.
Hello.
When I'm driving my Ford Escape and there's another car coming up the street, I got to kind of move over to the easement to be able to let them through. I mean, it's a very narrow street. Yeah, Elaine C.
Hi, Mike
I'd be
Stevens.
fighting mad too. I would be extremely mad.
Hi, Karen M.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know how a 14-year-old. I mean, I've seen that kid. He's, when I've walked Hawk by his house, he's come out and pet Hawk. I never knew his name, but man. Hey, Karen M, how you doing?
Silver.
Mike Stevens. What?
Yeah, I think it was. I think I said to you, didn't I, about 801 got a new puppy? I think it was 801.
I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, and it's. I had it figured out. I think it's like a gold, some kind of a. It wasn't what you thought it was, though. It wasn't a Saint Bernard. That is not what it was.
No, it was just because it was just a big ball of fluff.
Ball of fluff, yeah. This is a giveaway panel. This is a giveaway, and it is. I'm giving away the wireless headphones. Wireless headphones. That is them. That is not the color. They are actually blue and black. Where you see gold, it's actually blue.
Very nice, very nice.
There's a sticker over the color, the actual color that it is. So I can't show it to you. But that's the headphones. They're wireless headphones. Pulled up. And I don't know all the specs on them unless I put my glasses on. I can't see.
But when you've given them away before, people have said how good they are. So
yeah. So people have won them before and thought they were awesome. So there you go. It's the wireless headphones this week. Next week is going to be the solar charger. It's a. I'll show it to you. Let's see if I can open it up.
That is cool, though.
Huh?
That is cool. The charger.
Yeah. So this is it. It's the wireless charger, and it opens up and has. Whoop, 4 solar panels. You just lay it in the sun, and you just lay it in the sun, and then when it's all charged, then you can charge your phone and whatever else. So if you're out camping or something, and you don't have, you don't have any electricity anywhere, then this is a good thing to have. So that'll be next week.
Especially if you go fishing on a boat.
Yeah, on a boat, anywhere, anywhere. It's just very cool. You can just lay it out in the sun and then charge your stuff from it. So it's very cool. Hey, Joe Black, how you doing? Jessica S, hello. Punky, hello. Resident Evil, hello. Hey, Alexander.
Punkalicious, hello.
But yeah,
Hi,
so that was kind of crazy. I just hope that kid recovers well. I mean, you saw his picture. He's got his head's all bandaged. His arms in a sling. Apparently he's got road rash everywhere. Man, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what I would be going through if I saw that happen to one of my kids. I mean, man, that's just crazy.
Yeah, Silver always gets the good stuff. Yeah, you're right there, Paige.
I try. You won, don't cheat you. I've never cheated anybody on these. Vital won last week, but he opted to give his prize to somebody else. So I sent it to that person, to Izzy. And this is the second time somebody has opted to give Izzy the prize. And it was a drone the last time, so it's a drone this time.
And he's trying to kill himself with a drone, but he's going to try it with this new one.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't get it, crash it into his head again and get it caught in his hair. So, I don't know. We'll see. He says I asked him this morning if he got it because it was delivered. And he said, yep, he's been playing with it all morning, trying to get it to go. So
nice.
Hopefully everything worked out good. Yeah, me too, Paige. I would be extremely mad, and I would be out for blood. I would be out for blood. Most definitely. Yeah, these I didn't know these charges were a thing either, but yeah, it's something that is very cool. All you got to do is lay it in the sun. That's all you got to do, and it charges. So that's cool. I don't know all the directions to it. I mean, it didn't come with any really real directions. I mean, there's no way to know how long you got to leave it in the sun. I imagine the light on here will go on or off or something. I don't know.
It's a bit like lay and play.
Yeah, I don't know how long before you start auditing.
I'll say when the weather gets better here.
Yep. Yeah, like right now it's pouring down rain here. Pouring down rain, and Oscar and Hawker both inside because it's raining. So.
Yeah, so once the better weather gets here, then there's a police station up the road, so I'll start then. So
yeah, I have a cop's shop up the road too. I did audit the old police station, but they've built a new one. So I have not audited the second one, the new one. And the new one is fancy.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know. I'll hey, Clash in Canada. Yeah, Alexander, exactly. They need prison time for doing that. I mean, that's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. I'm flat out. That is attempted murder. They're damn lucky the kid survived.
Yep.
You know, damn lucky, because I know all the cops here, or most of them, and I have one of them's phone number, so I can call and ask what's any updates. The only update I had today was the cop coming to my door and asking me if my cameras possibly caught anything, and they don't record.
You're
So,
welcome, D. Johns.
Yeah. So I need to upgrade my security system. I've only got, I think, like two cameras that work, 2 or 3 cameras that work. Two out of the 4, I think, that work, and they don't record. So, or they're not recording anymore. So I definitely need to upgrade my security system.
Oh, Silver, did you see Cheryl M's comment?
Go ghost hunting in the old jail.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't get to it. They built the old. It's like the old building is like back here. The new one is in front of it, and they've gated it all off. Because the Sally Port is underneath the new building, and so you can't get to the old building. And I don't know if they plan on keeping the old building for storage or what. And what's amazing, they didn't build a jail. There's no jail in the new cop shop. No jail. So they still have to take whoever they arrest. They have to take them 30 miles away to Newport, to the jail in Newport. I don't understand why they didn't even just make holding cells. Nothing. No, nothing. There's no jail. So, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, it would have been great if I got the video. But, again, that car was going fast. Really, really fast. And I don't know that my ancient cameras would have picked up anything. It would have gone so fast that everything would have been distorted or blurred. So I don't know. Oh my God, Jane. Jane works in a school and they speed all over there. A student got hit by a car and unfortunately the student died. Oh God.
Jesus.
I can't even remember. I can't even imagine that. I mean, no, there's no, the main road is the highway. That's the main road in my town. It's Highway 101. Highway 101 goes from Washington through Oregon down all the way to California. And it's the coast highway. And I live about 10 blocks off of the highway. So everything that's in town, everything, all the stores, all the bars, all the everything are all right off the highway. There's nothing over here. This is all just residential. And
Seattle Judy.
He said, "Hey, Seattle Judy," and "Hey, Jeremiah Sullivan." Cop said that apparently I was the only one that has cameras around here, and I'm like, ah, damn it, dang, I need to upgrade. So maybe next payday I'll upgrade my security system, but I gotta have somebody come and install them because I am not going to climb up 14 feet onto a ladder because my house is 14 feet tall. So that ain't going to happen. I am not going to risk my life. So, but other than that, what's been happening? What has been happening? I guess somebody, I don't know who, but somebody is trying to figure out who ASMR is. and trying to dox him, I guess. I don't know. That's just dumb. I mean, my God. My God. Yeah, the donut shop. We don't have a donut shop in this town.
Shmee in it.
Look who's here. Hey, what's up?
G'day. As soon as I got the cup
Hey.
up.
Hey, Smee in it. How you doing? Yeah, it was. I
Shit. I've done it again. Hang on.
What happened?
Echo. No, I
Oh,
fixed it.
You
I
had
yeah,
going.
yeah. I'm thinking, huh? I spoke.
you knew? That's a rookie mistake. I
The daily one here.
know. I always make that mistake too.
How you all been?
I've been okay. I've been
Yeah,
okay.
been good.
Other than that kid getting hit by a car, that was kind of craziness.
Oh, yeah, that just, yeah. I was going to come up and then that came up and I had to have a few billies and make another cup of tea.
Yeah. I really, really hope whoever did it is found and charged with attempted murder because
Yeah,
Husker fan,
that
hello.
won't happen. It's to prove intent of attempted murder. I mean, the guy who
the
drove
kid was
me
on the
down
sidewalk.
did
He was
it
walking on the
deliberately.
sidewalk.
And
So
yeah, but you got to prove intent, and you can't.
well,
You can't
I think
prove what he was
speeding-
thinking.
I think
All he's got to
speeding away
say is,
going- I think
you know,
speeding away going 50 miles an hour is
Yeah.
pretty good indication that they knew that they did something wrong,
yep, a charge of
And-
leaving the scene of the accident,
leaving the scene. I mean,
showing
hit and
callous
run is,
disregard.
yeah,
But, you
hit
know,
and run
all
is
those-
just a little bit of it.
You know,
Yeah,
here, the guy who skittled me, he ended up being charged with dangerous driving causing grievous bodily harm, which is the most serious charge. You can basically drum out of a hit and run, even though it was deliberate. It, you know, he claimed he deliberately ran me over because he was in fear of his life. And I was standing there I hadn't even spoken to the man. I was just standing there watching, going, oh, look at this. And he went, oh, that bloke will do.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so yeah, believe me, you can't prove intent. That's the problem. It's I've went through years of legal shit over this, and yeah, nah, it's nasty. The poor kid's gonna have some issues dealing with humans.
Yeah, dealing
yeah.
with going outside and walking at all.
Yeah, when you've left laying on the road like a mongrel dog run over, and you can see the bastard driving off in the distance, it sort of dints your faith in humanity a fair bit.
Doing good, Husker fan. Doing good.
Hey, Husker
But,
fan. Yeah,
Husker.
that's insane.
Yeah,
I
and
just can't imagine.
there'll be no satisfaction, even when they catch him and put him in jail. It doesn't give bring any closure.
Well,
It
no,
really doesn't.
it probably won't bring any closure, but at least it'll bring some kind of.
Oh,
I'm
the
hoping
mongrel has
some kind of justice.
the mongrel has to be caught.
Yeah,
There's no denying that. He'll just go on to do worse.
yeah.
And the mongrel he did me, he's out of jail now and has gone on to do worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just,
It's
I'm
not
just,
a deterrent.
I'm kicking myself in the ass for having outdated security system, and
Mate,
You
it's
know,
not
I
your
mean-
fault.
I feel bad that I couldn't, come up with something, even a blurred picture of the car, that some forensic expert could either clear up or, something,
right.
or some car expert would go, oh yeah, that's a certain some kind of car,
Sorry. It's like my security monitor for my front door is a baby's monitor hung upside down off a cloud. My curtain rod in the spare room looking out the window.
Oh man. Oh my God. I can't believe someone could be so heartless either to just hit somebody and then
No.
take
Yeah.
off.
The
I mean-
nutter that did me was
Had they not taken
methamphetamines. So
Had they
you know,
stayed, had they pulled over and go, oh my
being
God,
human,
yeah,
rendered
then
aid.
they wouldn't be in as much trouble as they are now.
Yep.
You
I
know,
The only
say,
sensible.
I say, even if it wasn't intentional, normally a lot of people they get scared and they just go because they're scared.
Yeah. Fear is, but yeah, no, you've got to be sus on anyone
yeah,
And they,
who won't
yeah, and
stop and help. At least
yeah,
stop and look to see whether you killed the poor kid.
yeah,
You know, not just skittle them and keep hurtling down the road. That's fear is not an
yeah,
excuse for that. That's inhumane.
yeah.
I,
That's
I hit a
crazy.
dog, I'd have to stop.
Hi, Stevie.
I hit an animal, any animal, I've got to stop and make sure the damn thing's dead.
Yeah.
At least
Just-
dead. And if it's not, do something. How do you do that to another human? And yes, my exes all love me. Thank you, Jeff. Although I must admit, the first wife did try to run me down once, but I was quicker getting up over a chain link fence than she was at accelerating.
God, it just blows my shit away that somebody could do that and just take off
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yep.
didn't just meander away; they zoomed away. Which even makes it worse in my book, in my eyes. That makes
One
it
day
way
when I build up the courage, I've got all the security video of me being skittled in 4K color.
Oh wow!
And I have trouble watching it. But yeah, one day I'll work up the courage and probably publish that. It's terrifying.
Well, there's
From my
probably. I
viewpoint.
mean, if the person, I don't know which way it went. I don't know which way it had to have. Well, up my street, it had to have turned right. If he turned left, he would have just ended up in the
So
same
he knew the
area.
neighborhood.
So he had to have turned right, and then you have to go one block and turn left to get out to the main road. And there's a storage place and an office building right
More
there.
Security cameras.
That's what I'm thinking. I
Yeah,
can't be
more
the only
security
person
cameras.
in Lincoln City with security cameras.
Not that I was lucky, but I was lucky where I got skittled was right under all these multiple cameras for a bus depot, security cameras.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
For a
Well,
bus
this
depot. Got all the footage.
I live in a very, very, very small town. It's only 9,000 people. I mean, it's super small.
You call
And
that a town?
Hi,
Yeah.
Pamela G.
That's-
Fangirl. Hello.
9,000 people. That's a lot of people living in a little place. A hell of a big caravan park, girl.
considering the entire town is maybe 5 miles long.
They're all living next door to each other. Go, geez, it's crowded.
Yeah, I mean it's hey fangirl, pissed off Marine, hello, Pamela G, hello,
Yeah, I got hit by
hey Carlos.
and I was on
Yeah?
a push bike. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was cycling across the roundabout, and I was more than halfway across, and this red car hit me, and I ended up actually on the roundabout. And when I got up, I had paint on my jacket from his car. That's how hard
Jesus.
he hit me.
Christ, that is a good hit.
And
I've
that
never
was
been
that-
hit by a car.
Yeah, and that was the
Never,
start
ever.
of my. That was the start of my back problems.
Yep.
I've
would
been
be.
I've been
Yeah, the human body's not
kicked by a
designed to be
horse.
bounced off by cars.
Yeah.
I've been kicked by a horse, but never hit by a car.
Oh, I've been bit by a horse right on
I
the
got kicked
chest.
in the kneecap by a
Oh,
horse.
yeah, I've been bitten right on the nipple, man, by a horse. Never let them nuzzle.
I got kicked in.
I
I got
reckon,
kicked
it
in the
likes
kneecap.
me. Tom.
I got kicked in the kneecap by my own horse because I had taken her into the
Ow.
arena and tied her up so I could go use the bathroom. And everybody at that stable knew that my horse did not like Shetland ponies. She just didn't like them. And when I came out of the bathroom, I saw my horse's ears were flat back. And I'm like, What's her problem? I go out there and I see somebody had tied up their Shetland pony right next to my horse. So I went around my horse and I was going to go move the Shetland pony, but my horse was just too pissed and just kicked back and caught me in the kneecap. And I went down hard.
Squealing.
Oh, fuck! And some woman came running into the arena, and she's like, "What's the matter?" And I go, "Who put this goddamn pony here?" Well, calm down. No, fuck you. Y'all know my horse don't like them. That's the only thing she didn't like was ponies. Anything littler than her, she didn't like them.
Yeah, she probably thinks, you and a horse.
No, it was just other ponies that she just didn't like. Anything smaller, any other horse smaller than her, she didn't like. Except she didn't have any problem with donkeys. If that makes any sense.
Well, I've seen it.
Donkeys or mules, they're fine.
I'm gonna leave this subject totally alone.
Just Shetland ponies and POAs, Ponies of America. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Is that a secret organization, the POA?
No, it's a breed of horse. They're called POAs, Ponies of America. They're taller than a Shetland pony, but shorter than a regular horse.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
You don't just call it the short ass horses.
no, they're called POAs.
I'll
Ducks
say
to
when I got bit on the chest, and about 5 minutes later, it was yellow.
Oh yeah.
Bruising.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kneecap. Luckily, it didn't break my kneecap or anything.
I walked
just-
around looking excited for a month.
No, and then one time I was riding her into the arena, and somebody had parked a boat trailer where it had never been parked before, and she got spooked. She went one way, I went the other, and landed on my side, on my hip, and I couldn't move. I couldn't get up, and she went trotting off into the arena. And I laid there for a good 15 minutes screaming for help. And there was like probably 5 people in the arena. And a horse just comes trotting into the arena with no rider, and you're not alarmed? You don't think that's strange? Like, what the hell's wrong with you people?
You gotta wonder.
I mean, she had
Oh, look, there's a horse.
saddle on and a bridle and everything. She had her saddle and bridle on. She was fully equipped to have a rider, but she didn't have a rider. I sat there and screamed for 15 minutes before somebody finally came and helped me up. And I went to the doctor, and I had I just had a sprained hip.
Oh, okay.
So I had to be on crutches for about 2 months or so. But yeah, it didn't, I didn't break it. It just sprained it, but still it was very painful.
And you don't have any problem with, having sent the poor thing to the glue factory after that?
No,
Not
that was my
remorseful?
horse. No, that was my horse. No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
and
if somebody ran you over, you'd want them.
well, neither one of those incidences were. I
I'm
didn't
just
blame
playing
my
with you.
horse because, the first one, she didn't like this pony. She was going to kick the pony. She just missed and got me. And then the second one, the trailer spooked her. And one time I was in the arena riding her, and I was teaching myself how to ride backwards. And that was my fault, duh. Because she went one way and I again went the other way, landed flat on my back, and it knocked the wind out of me. And she had stopped.
Oh, yeah, that's nasty.
She stopped, kind of looked back at me and turned around and came down and kind of nudged me with her nose. And I grabbed onto her bridle, and she helped me up. But I got hurt a lot. I got hurt a lot when I had my horse, or when I was working with horses because I worked at Portland Meadows, which is a horse track, horse racing track, and I was a groom for 12 of the racehorses there. And I remember when the season ended, the season moved to Spokane, Washington. So I went to Spokane thinking that I would have a job when I went up there. And come to find out, the owner that I was working for decided not to go to that one and went to some other state altogether. So I was stuck in Spokane, Washington, no job, no place to stay, nothing. So I ended up being homeless for a year before I went back home, before I joined a carnival, and the carnival traveled back to my house, back to my city.
Yeah, no, I remember like a full one New Year's Day, a lot of friends around having a picnic and got kids and put them on the horse and just walking them around, you know. And that day came to an end. I thought, oh, yeah, I'll put the horse away. So, like a mug, no saddle. So I thought, oh, yeah, cool. I had a holder on it. I've just jumped on, grabbed the holder, and off we go up the paddock. But the long afternoon shadows from the trees going across the paddock, and it's gone galloping up there. I'm having a great time. May have had a couple of sherbets. And next moment, this horse shied left, and I just was catapulted straight into the earth, left holding the holder rope to land flat on my back, laying there going,
yeah, you can't breathe.
I hate getting the wind.
I even got chased. I even got chased by two cops two motorcycle cops on my horse.
Oh shit!
I had gone camping. I was up in the woods going camping, and I was on a motorcycle trail. And I looked back, and because I heard some motorcycles coming, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to move out of the way. I look back, and it's two motorcycle cops, and they've got their lights going. And I'm like, what the hell?
Middle of the bush.
What the hell? So I start going a little faster, and they're gaining on me, and I'm like, oh, hell no. I just decided time to blaze a trail. I hung a hard left and blazed a trail into the woods, and there was no way they could chase me on Harleys.
No,
so when I went back home, after about, I think I was gone for like 4 days. And this was when I was like 16. I go back home, and my mom is freaking out. And she's like, my God, I've had the police looking for you. And I'm like, why? I was camping. Well, I just failed to tell anybody that I was leaving.
And so you fled from your rescue party. Oh, well done. Oh, clever. You'll live long in the Australian bush. You will.
I can't do that anymore. But yeah,
apart from the fact that the traffic act applies to horses as well. If the police put their little lights on, you're supposed to go, "Woo, horsey."
No, I was scared. I was like, "Oh hell no! I'm not going to get in trouble by the police." And so I just hung a hard left, and that's all it took. I just boom into the woods, and there was no way they could follow me.
And did you indicate before making that left-hand turn?
No.
You didn't? No. Very pissed off policeman.
No, the blinkers on my horse were out of blinker fluid. No, and then I got stopped on the highway riding my horse because I was riding to the beach. But I was not on the shoulder. I was off the shoulder, just following the highway because that's the only way I knew how to get to the beach. And I kind of look back, and there's a state trooper, and he's got his lights on, and he's telling me, pull over, come over here. And I'm just like, what the hell? So I stop, and he gets out of his car and puts on his hat to look official, and I go, now I'm 16 and I'm a smart ass, right? So he walks up to me and I go, "What was I doing? Speeding? What's the speed limit for horses around here?" And he's like, "No, don't get excited. I just wanted to let you know that it's kind of dumb to ride your horse on the freeway." And I'm like, "I'm not on the freeway, you dumbass. I'm off the freeway." And I go, "Does my horse look like it's going to do anything?" And she's falling asleep.
They're a bunch of dumbasses.
Board.
Drummer alert.
Polly?
Drummer alert.
Hi, Paulie.
G'day, Paulie.
Polly, what are you
Yeah.
doing going over to Rebels? God.
What do you mean? Listen, first off, couple things. No one ever thanks me. I gave people entertainment today, okay?
You did.
Oh,
went
for
over
God's sake, you
Rebels,
kept
I
your
went-
pants on this time, didn't you?
Look,
Please
I went
tell
over.
me you did.
I went over to Rebels and then read Tonic's chat. I mean, that was funny. That was fun. Both of them had boring panels, for Christ's sake. I was trying to help. You guys were watching fucking people mowing yards.
No, I wasn't. I was listening to Tonics, but I wasn't watching.
Yeah, but before that, so you must have came in after that. Before I was reading that shit, they were watching Andrew mow a yard.
And Rick Crude, yeah.
Yeah, that's boring, people.
Together. Rick
That's
Crude
why.
and
That's
Andrew
why I'm
together
bringing my
mowing a
show
yard.
back 3 days a week.
Are you?
3 days a week. Bloody Christmas Danger Zone fully loaded. 3 days a week.
Which
Oh,
days?
God.
I haven't decided. It's whatever works best for my schedule.
Well, it
Most
can't be
likely one of
Tuesdays or
those.
Fridays.
It can't be what?
Tuesdays or Fridays.
Why can't they? I'm going on like
That's
9,
when I
30
go live.
I'm going at 9:30 at night.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, which is like what 6:30 your time.
Yeah, never
I
mind
think-
then.
I
Okay, you're
think
fine.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. You know I'll be there.
Yeah, and Howie better be there. And Gregory Lawler in his living room should be there.
I'm trying to figure out the time difference. It's about 15 hours ahead of you. So what would that make it? In the wee hours of the morning, up past 3 in the morning or something?
Hold
I don't know.
Jeff Parker, how do you know if I have my teeth in when you're blind?
Well, I don't.
Jesus Christ.
I've got mine in.
Yeah, everyone put their teeth in right now, God damn it. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me put my feet back on.
I can't take them out.
I've got
All right.
I've got a big piece of
know that.
A4 that I hang over the screen before I start, and it says, "Make sure your teeth are in." Works
Hey,
like a
she
charm.
Hey, Creole, how you doing?
No, really, though. I mean, that's what I was doing. I was giving you guys entertainment. See, this is what I do. I am the maker of entertainment.
That's true. That's
And
very
then,
true.
and then for 2 hours, you all were going back and forth. Oh, Paul, lose your feet. Oh, rebel this. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Are
At
you
least
gonna let
y'all-
Rebel up on panel when you start? The show?
Everyone's allowed. But you know what the good news is?
What?
I won't make you take down that voodoo doll. I'll even let you do an extra ropey rope.
No, I won't. I don't. I'm not going to put the rope back on.
Well, you can if you want on my show.
No, I'm not going to because that's in pretty bad taste. So.
Ah! No, but seriously though, I mean, can't we all just love each other?
I love you, Polly. I just
You know
don't.
what I mean?
I love you. I don't love Rebel.
I feel like we all just need to embrace the good times where we trolled each other without bringing people's family members into it.
Ask Rebel what he thinks of me.
He told me earlier on his panel that he loves you.
No, he does not.
And that he looks at you as a mother figure.
No,
Oh,
I don't
listen.
beat him up. I
see
don't beat him
Devil.
up. How could he look at me like a mother? I don't beat on him.
I don't know.
You know your mother
I
loves
was
you. She
never
loves you.
anything but nice to Rebel until he fucked that all up. So
Sorry, yeah, I'm hopeless
Yep.
at that. Thanks, Cheryl.
he messed that up completely.
Did give him a chance, didn't
And
we?
now he calls me an old hag.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Whoa, Greg.
Could be
whoa.
Could be worse. Could be Harpy. I mean, no,
Silver Diamond is a flower. She's a flower of love.
I'm a flower of love.
See?
I am.
No, she's that
I am.
flower
I
they
love
got in
everybody
at
except
the London
Rebel and
Museum that only
AFA.
flowers every 100 years. That's
Yeah. There's only
the-
two
the
people in this world that I don't
charnel
love.
house flower.
Well, three people in this world I don't love.
I just want to let everyone know right now. My first panel guest for my new show will be Liberty Bird, AFA, and Rebel.
Well, Bird and I made peace.
Oh, damn it!
Bird and I have no. I mean, we talked it out, and everything's cool with us now.
Well, here's the third one then.
And well, Bird wasn't even in.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. My three guests will be Brian Sessions, AFA. What?
Nope, it's not Brian. It's nobody on YouTube. It's not anybody on YouTube.
Oh, then
Rebel and AFA are two, but the third one is not on YouTube.
No, I don't know why you say AFA. He wrote you that sensual song.
The look. Dun, dun, dun.
She only gets that look twice.
I'm
When
sorry,
you
but-
talk about AFA or when she runs out of Dr. Pepper and weed.
Nah, look at that, man. Nah, the smile. You're
Well,
screwed.
not out of weed or Dr. Pepper.
No, so it's the AFA thing. Okay.
If looks could kill,
Doesn't have anything to do with weed or Dr. Pepper. It's got everything to do with. Oh, I thought there was something beeping in my house.
Dude, hey, I was going to talk to you
What
last
the
time.
hell's happening?
Shit, the timer
Well-
came on early.
When we were talking about the good times to the show, I wanted to mention, but you left too quick, that because I was going to mention the time that I trolled you with the cat noises outside.
yeah.
that was
Hey,
classic.
Paulie,
I'm just
Paul-
up there. I was like, she thinks there's a
Oh
cat
my
outside, man.
God.
hey, Paulie, we was
Oh,
only
that's
talking
hilarious.
about that the other week. About
Oh, was you?
doing
Yeah, that. Oh
And
my
it
God, that was hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious now. And now I look back on it. Back then, I was like, "Fuck."
She was in all disarray. Guys, I think there's a cat underneath the porch. I was trying to go out there and save it, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's priceless.
And it was
Yeah.
Polly playing cat noises inside
It was
on
classic.
the computer.
Why am I not surprised?
It was classic. It was classic.
And
I'll tell you what, that was one of the most funniest times I've had with Paulie on panel.
Oh,
You
that
you
would
gotta
been
have fun. Listen, I've noticed that, and no offense, and I don't count you into this, Silver. By the way, I don't count you into this.
better not.
I'm not, because of this statement
Butt kisser.
I'm gonna make. No, she knows I like her shit, right? So, but because I wouldn't come up here if I didn't. You know what I mean? But people's panels are fucking boring. They're boring.
Mine aren't.
I said you're not involved in this. because you're
Some
so
of them
like-
are. ACs and ASMRs aren't.
I don't like them.
Why?
I don't know. I think they smell like Funyuns and Mountain Dew. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. I don't know.
I like both of them. I like ASMR and AC. Some people don't like ASMR so much. And I get
Yeah.
that. I mean, he does kind of how can I say this? He does kind of talk over people all the time and won't let other people talk at all, especially if it's something against him. Then he's going to continue to talk until everybody stops. But I don't know. I like him. I think he's entertaining. I like the whole shit show idea and kind of like the Danger Zone.
Yeah, well, he stole that from me, first off. Now, listen.
Yes, that's true.
You know what I mean? These people just regurgitating my old style of doing shit. And I
Pretty
feel
much,
like
yeah.
I feel like they should have.
What happened?
I think his microwave blew up.
Your microwave blew up your mic. Oh,
Oh, there you go.
he crispied us.
I hope the dog was cooked.
No, he wouldn't eat Max.
No, because isn't Max at his daughter's house or somebody's looking
His
after him?
mom's.
Yeah.
His mom's house.
I want proof of life before I believe that story.
Okay, Paula, you got to show us proof of life of Max.
Yeah, man. We're a bit sus. You went in for some lean times there, and you've been down to eat anything.
Who was it? Who was it that said? Somebody said, "Oh, She Devil." She said She Devil got a new car. A new used car. What kind of car did you get? Hey, Natclo. Hey, Cupcake. Hello. How
Hi,
are
Cupcake.
you? I want to know what
Hi.
kind of car She Devil got.
I bet it was a Honda Civic.
Hope it has 4 wheels.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. I just had a brainstorm, and that's the first car that came into my head.
Good God.
Well,
Don't hurt yourself.
I know it does get
Having
painful.
those brainstorms.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, a Ford Edge. I drive a Ford too. I drive a Ford Escape. I don't know what a Ford Edge is, though. Is that
No,
like
I don't either.
I
Hi,
don't know.
Vicky Joe.
Ford Edge. I'm gonna look.
Natclo. How do you pronounce that, Silver? Natclo.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
Natclo.
Hi, Natclo.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of similar to mine. It's like
SUV.
like an SUV. Yeah, kind of, sort of. But it's a small SUV. It's not a big SUV.
It's a
An
baby
all-wheel
SUV.
drive.
You're not allowed to drive, Jeff. I would think so.
I've driven blind many a time. Ah, she's right. Use the bump and feel method.
No, I got my car on a whim. I mean, it was just like I wasn't even in the market for a new car. I was kind of thinking about buying a new car, but I didn't know what, and I hadn't thought about it for a while. And I was talking with this friend of mine who owns a tow company and a car repair shop. And I was telling her that I was thinking about possibly getting a new car because my old car was a piece of crap. It was a 2004 or 2003 Hyundai Sonata, and it was a piece of crap. And so she goes, "Oh, well, I got a car you can buy." And I'm like, "What?" Because apparently somebody had abandoned, she has a tow yard. So apparently somebody had abandoned this car because they never made the payments or something on it. And so they just abandoned it. And so her company went and picked it up, and then they fixed it up, and then they turned around and sold it to me. And I got it for about $4,000 under Kelley Blue Book. So
Nice.
really good deal. Really good deal. It's a 2013 Ford Escape. Your son's car is a Ford Escape. Awesome.
Every
Mine's
car.
2013, so it's not super new, but it's a lot newer than my Hyundai was.
That's all I've ever driven is Fords.
I sold my Hyundai for like $900. It was that much of a piece of shit.
Well, that's not
I was
bad.
asking 1,000, but the lady offered me 900. Now I know that she probably never registered it or never put it in her name. But I went to DMV and told DMV, I gave them the VIN number and the license plate number and the description of the car. And I said, I do not own this car anymore. And I gave them a copy of the bill of sale. So, so she, if she gets into a wreck or something, it won't come back to me.
Yeah.
I didn't care who bought it. I just wanted it gone.
But you know what I call that? Just getting $900. It's better than a kick in the ass or a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
That's true. I
Hero.
did, it was, helped me on getting the new car,
Hi, Melvin.
Here, that's an offence under the Traffic Act. You, as the registered owner of the vehicle, when it becomes unregistered, are required by law to return the number plates to the Transport Department. And if you allow them to be used, then you're up for all the red lights, speeding tickets.
Nope.
And any other traffic offences that happen under those number plates.
Yeah, not,
Here you do.
not
You
here.
get hammered for it.
Yeah, no, not here. As long as you tell, like I showed him a copy,
yeah.
gave him a copy of the bill of sale to prove that I sold it, and it had her name, her, and the VIN number and all that. And I told him I do not own this car anymore. And when that I did all that when I registered the new car, and they said, "Yep, no problem. That's all you need."
Yeah, I can't remember. Here it's after 3 months of the car being unregistered, you're by law required to surrender the number plates.
Well, that's up to her now because the plates were still good. I mean, the
Ford Escort. Bonzo
had a
little car.
you want to know what my first car was my very first car ever was a Ford. It was a 75 Ford Pinto. I blew it up.
Mine's was a Morris Minor.
No, mine was a
like
Ford
Morris
Pinto.
Minors. They're nice.
Sorry?
The-
Morris Minors are nice.
They were a solid little car. But, 80 kilometres an hour flat out with a 4-cylinder motor going with the wheels just bolted to the chassis. No fucking fingers of suspension. And designed to drive through the snowfields of England, not the fucking boiling hot Australian sunset.
but
it was good.
The Ford Pinto I had was the one. It was the one that was on the recall list. Because if it got rear-ended, it would blow up because the gas tank was in the back.
That's where they all
Yes,
so that got fixed,
did.
but I kind of blew up the engine by never putting oil in it.
Yep. Classic mistake. What's that funny noise? Oh, there's smoke behind us.
I didn't care. I did not care. All the Pintos blew up, pretty much. A lot of them did. A lot of them blew up because all you had to do was get rear-ended.
Oh, so did they not ever recall them? Or did they just say, fuck it, let them blow up?
No, they recalled them.
It's
They
America.
recalled them. Mine got fixed. It was my mom's car before it was mine, and she took it to the dealer and got it fixed. They either moved the gas tank or they reinforced it or something, or put a steel wall or something. I don't know how they fixed it, but I have no idea. I was freaking 17. I don't remember.
Vicky Joe said her first car was a Dodge Dynasty.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
the Pintos were beater cars. They were ugly as sin. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a Ford Pinto.
I think I've seen a Pinto.
A lot of our Fords are from America. We used to make Australian Ford Falcons, but a lot of import Fords come from the States. And so we probably got some version of the Pinto. Like we've got the Mercury here, the Ford Mercury, the little, flop back bloody roof and shit. Here it's called a Ford Capri, and it's just as big a fucking lemon as yours.
I had a Ford Capri as well.
Yeah, is it not a lemon?
I love that car.
Okay.
Beautiful. They're nice.
But the only problem with those cars is when you're doing about 110, the steering gets really light.
Yeah.
That is the only problem with them.
And then the roof lifts up and you start parasailing.
That's a 75 Ford Pinto, and mine was yellow, just like that.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Is that
Ugly ass cars. That was an ugly ass car.
Yep. How big's the motor in it? 6-cylinder, 4? Don't say a V8 for Christ's sake. How scary.
See if it's got the specs on it. No, just doesn't have the specs on it.
She was a good year, 75. the workers weren't too drunk when they were knocking the cars together then.
Ugh, ugly ass car. Ugly ass car. God, I hated it.
I had an old Ford Cortina in it. The front guards were so rusty that when I got to 70 mile an hour, they spread out like wings.
Holy shit, Silver.
Oh, it was a great car.
Hey, Silver, pull up Broken Fish's message. That's
Yeah,
not a
they had
car.
those, what they call it, wobbly wheels here.
A
and every year
79
they go out
1-ton
and capture
4x4 with a
cars
big
like
block.
that.
I don't even know what that is. What's a 79 1-ton 4x4? I don't know what that is. What brand? What
It's,
is it? A Chevy, a Ford, a Dodge, what? I don't know what that is.
We just call them mutes.
You're undecided whether or not to go to your 30th class reunion? I would be undecided too if you have not seen them in 30 years. I have missed all of my high school reunions. I do not want to go to my high school reunions because usually the person that is arranging it is one of my bullies from high school.
Control
So,
freaks.
I don't want to go. I don't want to support that shit. So, and I don't know if I would, what I would, what I would say to that person,
Yeah, they're going to get pissed off when you start banging their head into the table going, "Do you remember me, asshole?"
No, I just don't know what I would say. I really don't. I don't, because
Yeah.
I, do they even remember? Do
Probably
they
not.
remember what they did to me? I
Probably
don't
not.
know. I don't know if they do or not. And if they don't, then why bring it up, kind of thing, But I just don't. No, I don't want to deal. I don't even want to deal with it. No justice, you silly goose.
Hey, Gregory.
Yeah.
Any
like
fan
the,
is telling
the
you
V8 truck
fiction.
you guys have.
Oh, the V8 utes. Yeah, they're awesome.
No.
The power utes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we call them utes. You call them
Yeah.
trucks.
Oh.
We laugh at you and we go, they're all fucking mad. That's not a truck.
But
Pick them up,
that's
trucks.
Yeah.
That's a beastly truck, though. That is really
Oh, yeah.
quick.
Yeah. Well, most of your high performance cop cars are Australian, made here in Australia at our Ford. They still make the high performance and Holden. Oh, maybe not the Fords anymore, but the Holdens are still producing high performance cars here in Australia, and they're sent to America and badged as Chevys, if I'm correct. GMH.
All right.
Exactly,
And-
K-Swan. That's why I don't want to really go, because I didn't like high school. I didn't
No.
have fun in high school. I was a drug addict, and I did not have fun in high school at all. I couldn't wait to get out, and I got out halfway through my junior year. I dropped out. So,
What year's junior?
junior is grade 11.
11. Wow. I only made grade 9. And then they said, Mr. Lawler, you're right. You don't have to come back here. You're pretty smart. You'll be right.
No, I just left because I didn't like it anymore. I didn't go to class. Like, you had to have a certain amount of credits to graduate. By the time I dropped out, I had 1.5 credits to my name. I would have been in high school for the rest of my freaking life if I had been. I mean, I only went to 2 classes.
Hi, Divine Sorcerer.
They kept telling me I had to sign up for all these different classes like science and social studies and English and math. And I just said, I told them, go ahead, sign me up. They'll never know I'm alive. I'll be a name on a piece of paper, only. They will never see my face. I refuse. So
Broken Fish said it was a Ford.
A Ford.
a Ford. Okay. So, I would ride my horse to school, park her in the smoking area, and go to my one class, and then leave again. And did you win yet, Lionel? You won last week, and you gave it away. Silly. So, So I did everything I could to get out of there. I mean, I quit drugs before I left school because I was killing myself with them. I was taking speed back then, not methamphetamines. That didn't exist in the 70s.
No, thank God.
Yeah, no, it was just cross tops, black beauties, pink hearts, anything, any kind of amphetamine I could get my paws on. And I remember I was eating about 100 cross tops a day, every single day.
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I do remember the day I quit too.
Good.
I got up, went into the bathroom, and looked in the mirror. And that scared the crap out of me. It scared the crap out of me. I looked like I was about dead. And so I dumped all the pills that I had at home, but I had 3 mason jars full of speed hidden in my counselor's office. Because I couldn't hide it in my locker because
where else would you hide it?
Yeah, well, I couldn't hide it in my locker. You know, I mean the administration. You know, the one dude that knew I was a drug dealer and knew I was on drugs. I would catch him. I would be walking down the hallway and I'd catch him in my locker, going under the shelves, trying to find something taped to the bottom of the shelves and stuff. And so I didn't.
That instead was taped in the bottom of his shelf.
I never put anything in my locker. I didn't go to class, so why would I need to put anything in my locker? I didn't even know my own locker combination. So
we just didn't have lockers.
We had lockers
outside the classroom, and you hung your bag up on the hook.
Yeah. So I went to high school. I went to the school. Went to my counselor's office, waited for him to go to lunch, and then got the 3 jars, took them into the bathroom and dumped them all, flushed them all of them, every single one. Then I went home and I spent about 2 weeks in my room with the door barricaded so no one could come in.
Hi, Izzy.
And my mom thought, hi, Izzy. My mom thought I had mono. I just, no, just leave me alone. I slept for about 3 days because I hadn't slept for a couple of weeks, you know, except for, you know, weird little cat naps here and there, where your body just has to shut down basically. So I slept for a good 3 days and then I went through the whole withdrawal symptoms, throwing up. I destroyed a few things in my room. But after that 2 weeks, I never went back, never did anything, never did any more of that kind of speed or anything. And I haven't since. Because I'm literally killing myself with that. So, you know, at least.
Well, good for you for quitting.
Yeah, I mean, at least I recognized that I was in serious trouble.
Yeah.
In very serious trouble. I mean, I was only like, 16, 17 at the time? 17. And I had been doing, you know, drugs like that, 100 a day for months.
Wow.
Months and months and months and months. And I just have a pocket full and just eat a whole bunch of them, you know, all at once, just to keep my ass up. But, and then when the 80s hit, I tried cocaine a couple of times, didn't like it at all. Didn't like the way it made me feel. So never did that again. Never did anything other. I mean, I did acid when I was in, 15 and 16. But that was fun.
Never been the same since.
But the come down was never good. I didn't like that.
I mean, you've got to have at least half an ounce of weed. to
Yeah.
the downward side of those mothers. Holy Jesus.
Now,
when I
weed
was,
I've been smoking since I was 13 and have never stopped. I'll never
no,
stop that.
17 before I took up smoking weed. And I remember the second time me and the mate went out to buy weed, we get to the dealer's house and we go, we're here to get some weed. And he goes, oh, he says, I'm out of weed. I got some hash. And I spun around and said, you can't fucking fool us, mate. You're trying to get us onto the fucking heavy stuff. Fuck you. Me and the mate went home.
Alexander, yes, I have seen the movie Train Spotting. It's freaking weird.
That's a mind fuck.
Freaky movie.
Good movie.
Gas
This is
prices
violent.
here, I don't know. I haven't gotten any gas since the gas crisis.
Here it's about $1.87 at the moment for a litre of diesel. And a litre's there's 5 litres in an American imperial gallon. So whatever that works out to, just under $10.
It's about $4.50 a gallon.
Yeah, well, we're about twice that.
So-
It sucks.
About 450. Yeah, about 450. I don't drive very much. I really don't drive very much. I don't, this town is so small that I can go to the store and back 500 times and only use up maybe a quarter of a tank of gas. I mean, everything is so close that I don't use a lot of gas, and I don't drive every day. I don't have to drive every day. I don't need to drive every day.
Well, I don't know. Doesn't sound like your town's very safe to walk on the footpath, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
I think I'd just be calling takeaway.
What are you
Domino's.
doing?
You can
What's
live on
going What are you
Domino's.
doing? All the animals all of a sudden are coming down the stairs like, oh, because it stopped raining. That's why. They
That's
want to
a
go
worry.
outside.
Oh, right. Thank you for adding some clear up there. I figure, why the hell would they leave upstairs when it stops raining? Why would they go up there when it's raining?
Yeah, now they both want outside. Okay.
Because they don't like the rain.
They don't like the rain. They hate the
But
rain.
you'd think going closer to the noise would be something you'd avoid.
Yeah. But as soon as that starts raining, they'll want to come straight back in.
Oh, yeah. No, 5 seconds after you let them out, they're going to be at the door going, oh, well,
Yeah,
dude,
as soon
oh,
as
well.
the rains. Yeah, that's it.
Well, it is still raining, actually. It's just sprinkling.
Hey, Silver,
Hey, what?
I sent Divine Sorcerer a picture of a sunset. And I started typing a message back to him while I had sent it. And I said, if you look like in the grey sky, there's a UFO there trying to blend in. And when I sent it, he sent me one straight back with the picture with him circling the UFO. It was that quick. He noticed it that quick.
I don't believe in UFOs.
I've seen the odd unidentified flying object, but I've ducked.
I don't believe in UFOs. I don't. We would have found them by now.
I've had 10 sightings of stuff I can't explain.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like the whole paranormal thing. Because I don't believe in God or the devil or an afterlife or anything like that. So it makes it really hard for me to believe in anything paranormal. I think it's, some paranormal stuff that you see, that, the videos that you see are cool and they're, hard to explain or can't explain, but I don't know, it makes it really hard for me to, go with it. I have a real hard time with that because of the fact that I don't believe in the afterlife.
Yeah, I can understand that, yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong.
Hey, if you're
Kinda
wrong,
like-
it's a bonus.
If I could be wrong about an afterlife, I could be wrong about heaven and hell and whatever. I don't think I am, but I
I really
could.
hope I'm not wrong on the hell bit myself. Gonna get mighty hot.
Yeah. You're an Oregonian, broke fishing? Holy
What's
crap.
an Oregonian when he's saying?
An Oregonian. That's
Is
a
that
person
like an
from
origami duck?
No, an Oregonian is somebody from Oregon, like me.
Right.
I live in Oregon,
Oh,
so you're an Oregonian. Like Washington is a Washingtonian.
So
California.
are you topping the nasty storm at the moment, which is over near Dallas or Wichita or something? Has some severe
That's
weather
another
going
state.
on.
That's Texas and Kansas, not Oregon. I'm on the West Coast.
I thought they were too.
Texas is on the
Texas is
southern,
like-
south,
yeah, southern middle of America.
southern middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the West Coast. I'm in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, yeah. All right. So you're above.
Oh, I'm not
California.
afraid of any ghosts, Cheryl. I'm not afraid of any ghosts. I mean, if I were to see something paranormal, I'd be like, cool. I'd be like, come on, I want to see more. Do it again.
You've got look. I don't believe in supernatural or paranormal, but I've seen things that are hard to explain. But the best one I ever had was I was with a mate and we were buying a bit of weed at this farmhouse in the middle of the night, and he had a big V8 station wagon, and we'd left middle of summer, so we left the windows down, and we go to leave. So I got a half a pound of prime weed on my lap, and we're pretty stoned. And we get in the car, he kicks the motor to life. Next moment, something grabs him by the back of the head, and it's just going off. And he's screaming, help, help, a monster's got me. Now, the rational side of my brain saying, there's no such thing as monsters, but something has him by the head and is obviously trying to eat him. and he's screaming, and it's dark. And next moment, I've gone, fuck this for a joke. I've seen the movies, man. Everyone knows what happens if you go and try to help your mate when a monster's eating.
You get it.
Yes, you die. So I've got the door open, one leg out, just about to depart, when the farmer's cat unentangled himself from the mate's long hair and took off. Seriously, it was a 3/4 hour drive home, and we were praying the police wouldn't pull us up because we couldn't stop laughing. There were just tears streaming down our face. It was
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was funny, man. It scared.
There's several things that you can do to avoid,
being eaten by monsters.
being eaten by monsters. Yeah. You can't say, "I'll be back. I'll be right back." You can never say that.
The best part was he said to me, you are going to leave me with the monster. And I went, I've seen the horror movies, mate. I know what happens.
Oh, that's right, broke fishing. I'm sorry. Now I remember. I'm losing my mind, but I remember now. Yeah, you can never say, I'll be right back. And you can't have sex, and you can't be black, or you'll be the first one to die.
Oh, yeah. Having sex, that definitely gets you killed every damn time. That shit.
Having sex, yes. Having sex will get you killed. As long as you're a virgin, you're good.
Yep.
Or
if you're in a minority, then the chances are you'll become the majority of the dead.
Yep. Yep. Now I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Scream. That's where that stuff is coming from.
Yeah.
I saw the newest one, the newest Scream, which was pretty good. But
The same with Jason. Jason, the first Jason, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Every young girl, as soon as she had sex,
Yep.
instantly inviscated.
Johnny Depp was in one of those.
Oh.
He was in one of the first Friday the 13th when he was super young.
Did he die horribly?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Yeah. But what the hell is that? What's that ding? Is that you?
Do I look like a ding?
No.
Getting
I'm a dog.
messages.
Messages from who?
Cheryl.
Cheryl? Damn it. Dang it. Quit dinging.
Run. Sometimes running's the best thing you can possibly do in some situations is to run very
but,
fast.
but if there's a serial killer after you, running is bad because you'll fall every time. You'll trip and you'll fall, and he'll catch up, and then you're done. It's like Jason's probably the fastest. Jason and Michael Myers are probably the fastest on foot.
Yeah, I don't know. At that point, you just turn around and go, "Oh,
That's right. I'm
I was
sorry.
going to kill you." My bad.
Alexander is right. Johnny Depp was in Nightmare on Elm Street, not Friday the 13th.
Oh, that noisy kids party at the poolside where the righteously angry neighbour came over the shotgun and started shooting them all. I don't blame him. Noisy bastards.
And yes, he got killed.
Good. Nastily.
Silver, I sent you that picture.
Now you're making my phone go ding.
No, it's on the email.
Oh, okay.
We really don't want to know, okay? It's personal. What you send in your pickies, Howie? Terrible, mate.
I can't enlarge it.
I've heard a few people comment that.
Yeah, you'll probably have to put it on your screen or something to see it properly.
Could put the
I
glasses
can't
on
see
and
a damn
pretending
thing other than the
and stop
sunset.
pretending you can see.
All I can see is a sunset.
Da da da. Welcome to the over 60s club. Boom.
If you look into the dark piece of the cloud,
The little square thing?
yeah, the oblong.
UFOs aren't square. They're round.
No, they're
Everybody
not.
knows that.
No, they're not always round.
I've never seen a square one. You're crazy.
Have you seen square poo?
Square what?
Poo.
Square poo? No.
Yeah. Wombats actually pass square poo. Little rectangular lengths of poo.
Weird.
Seriously. It's serious.
Weird.
Yeah, it
That's
is weird.
crazy.
Then our animals are pretty weird. But yeah, but that you can always tell a wombat poo because it's a rectangle, basically.
Animals had to come back
Excuse
in. Well, I'm really glad that Oscar is sticking closer to home now. Although it looks as if today I saw him following Bobby. Bobby is the cat that lives across the street, and he's like the bully of the whole neighborhood. He
Right.
picks on all the other cats. But he's not picking on Oscar. Oscar was following him, and Bobby kept looking back like, are you coming or what? And so
Big
I
Red.
don't know.
Big Red. If Amanda Heard pooed in your bed, you just roll her out to the clean side, mate.
Yeah, can you imagine that? What kind of sick fuck
Yeah.
would
Uh,
shit in somebody's bed on purpose?
burglars
I mean,
do it when
you
they
gotta
break
be
into people's
sick.
homes. They
You gotta
defecate
be
in the
a sick
lounge.
fuck. Yes, they do still make water beds, but they're not the same as they used to be. They're not one big huge bladder anymore.
Thank God.
Yeah, now they're like inside. There's like a foam edge, and then the bladder sits inside, but there's more support.
Protected.
I say I couldn't sleep in a waterbed. That'd make me feel water sick, seasick.
Do not hide behind chainsaws.
What? Hide behind chainsaws?
Don't hide behind chainsaws.
Yeah, it does look like hashies. Fooled me more than once.
The movie Hellraiser got you when you were younger? No, Hellraiser was awesome. You know, broke fishing my cat. Wouldn't be the first time I've had a cat that was in a neighborhood gang. I had a cat. I had a cat that
You're breeding
before,
criminal cats.
when I lived in my other house. He was black and white. That was 6. And he was in a gang with other black cats that would pick on other cats that weren't black. So he was in a racist gang.
Bloody cats.
Black
He was in a
Panthers.
racist gang. And I was like, what the hell? I walked outside and I saw him, my cat, and 2 other black cats cornering this calico cat. Cornering him. And wouldn't let him go. And I finally had to go break up the whole thing so the calico cat could get away. I was like, are you kidding me?
Flipping out, that's the Black Panthers.
Did your cat have a black or a red or a blue collar? We're trying to work out.
He didn't have a collar at all.
Oh, he
And
was a
now
lone wolf.
Oscar has a gray one. Oscar's got a gray collar, so it's
Yeah.
not
So he's a member of the Grey Nomad team.
the gray nomads. Yeah, I guess. You're considering getting a few wombats. She has plenty of dopey mates.
You better have a big backyard, man, and don't mind holes. If you think dogs dig holes, nothing like a wombat hole.
Big red bloods or crips.
Yeah.
Crips, as in the crypt keeper.
Gangs. The
I'll
blood.
say
Cat gangs.
Yeah.
Silver's cat is a different kettle of fish. He's going to get a leather biker jacket, a flip knife, and a hammer.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't put it past him. He's kind of crazy. He's kind of psychotic. Kind of mad at Polly. Polly, if you're listening, I'm mad at you.
Why? What did Paulie do?
He spends hours on Rebels panel and won't spend 5 minutes on mine?
Well,
I'm mad.
birds of the feather.
I'm mad. Mad.
Unfortunately for Paulie, I discovered that actually 9:30 at night where he is midday here.
Oh,
Oh,
cool. So you'll be able to come on.
yes. Chuck in a few emotional hand grenades and then nick out. And go to the
Nice. Excellent.
pub. I aim to please. Oh, you want a bit of drama? Hey, did you hear? Rah, rah. Oh, gotta go.
The Sharks and the Jets. That's from West Side Story. The Sharks and the Jets. They were on West Side Story.
Yeah. Wasn't that a musical?
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Kelly Ramsey said 85% of calico cats are female. So maybe
That's
they was
true.
going to. Your cats might have won a gangbanger.
No, my cat was neutered.
And most reds are toms.
Most red what? Cats?
Cat. Yeah. They're normally tomcats.
Huh. I don't know. I've never made that distinction before. I've only had one.
You don't lift the tail of cats.
I've only had
strange
one
cats you
red
meet?
cat. I had one red cat, red tabby, but it was a female, and her name was Mikey, and when we adopted her, she was a short-haired cat, so we just figured short-haired cat. Over the course of a year, she poofed, and all of a sudden she was long hair. Then she ended up running away, and I never did find her. We put up posters everywhere, but I never did find her, so I don't know what happened to her.
And you never did see
Just wanted
that
to
bag
watch.
Dad was carrying to work the next morning. Yeah, no, darling, the cat ran away. Yeah.
6 was the cat that raised Hawk. 6 and Charlie. They were the two cats that raised Hawk from a puppy.
We only let the kid choose the cat's name once. We had a red cat with white stripes, or white cat with red stripes, depending on how you look at it. But and she named it Apple Prawn, which was appropriate for a small kid. You know, like an apple, red, and looked like a prawn with the stripes. And so we had to suffer through a couple of years of Apple Prawn until he passed away, regrettably, from an accident. But yeah, Jesus H. Christ. So after that, nah, kid, you're not naming any of the animals. So all the animals got named after great philosophers or politicians or something from history by me, which really
my very first cat was a black cat. My dad brought him home, and he was just a kitten, and I was like 6 or 7 when he brought him home, and I immediately grabbed him and went and put him in my doll's bed. And I was at that when I was at that age, I was reading a book called Gus and the Firefly. And I named my cat Gus, which was, that was a good cat name, Gus. And that cat I had till he was 16, 17, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, by the time I was pregnant with my oldest daughter was when he died. So craziness. When I was 21. Yes. 21 or 22. I can't even remember anymore. God, I'm losing my mind. I swear to God.
No, Elaine, white cats here all normally ending up losing their ears because they get skin cancer. Same with white dogs.
White dogs are usually deaf cancer. Or blind. White dogs.
Normally it's the blue eyes. Cat with blue eyes is normally deaf.
Yeah.
Except unless it's
same with dogs. Dogs, white dogs with blue eyes are usually always deaf or both.
But here in Australia, it's not uncommon to see white cats.
I don't know what time Polly's going to go live. Probably 9:30 Eastern time. I don't know what days. He hasn't said what days he's going to go. He's going to go on. So, if Cheryl, can you post his link again and post his link and make sure you go over there and subscribe and do the thing. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell.
And demand.
I have noticed that because some people tell me that they don't get the notification that I go live. Well, I always post a reminder. So if you've hit the bell, the reminder should come up in your recommended. And I always post them at least a couple days in advance.
Sometimes 3 days.
Yeah, sometimes even more.
Yeah,
so if you've hit the bell, that reminder will come up. You hit the reminder button, and then you'll get a message 30 minutes before I go live, and then when I go live. So should I tell Sue hello? Boopy, snarking sass.
Oh, snarking sass.
Oh, good. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, so if you go over here to Polly's channel, definitely hit the bell. I don't know that he is going to post any reminders, but it just hit the bell and hit all. And that way you'll be sure to catch him when he goes live. So there you go. Elaine C says pure ginger cats are generally male. Pure white cats are generally deaf. Yeah. You're welcome.
It's the same with Dalmatians, isn't it? They normally end up. Is it deaf normally?
Dalmatians aren't, because they have the black spots.
Yeah, but they have a thing where some do go deaf, or I think it's.
That can happen with any dog, but normally all white. If their head is all white and they have blue eyes,
yeah,
then they are usually deaf. or blind or both.
But then like huskies have blue eyes. Not all
But
huskies. Mine
they've
has
got
yellow.
the dark. They've got the dark
Yeah, true.
around the
Yeah.
face,
The
so
eye,
they're not solid white.
all the
Yeah, 'cause some-
eyeliner and makeup. They're
Because,
beautiful.
Eyeliner and makeup.
and sometimes I have one different colour eye in, don't they? One eye's
Yeah,
one colour,
yeah,
one eye's
they
another.
do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, I suffer from
Dalmatians-
my eyes will
Dalmatians-
change colours.
Primarily have brown eyes. So
Believe it or not, Dalmatians play a part in Australian history. They're actually part of the Australian cattle dog. And when the Europeans first came out here, among the dogs they brought out were Dalmatians. Evidently, they're brilliant guard dogs and good hunting dogs.
yeah, they're
Right.
super
And
hyper.
yeah, and they crossbred them with the dingo.
Oh wow!
And then eventually that became the Australian cattle dog, and that's why they got the little
You know,
spots.
Australian shepherds
And-
don't have anything to do with Australia.
Yeah, nothing to do with us. Like, no.
They were
We-
they were never in Australia. They've never been in Australia. I don't know why they're called Australian shepherds, because they're not Australian.
At the end of the First World War, you couldn't have German shepherds.
Why?
You couldn't have anything referred to as Germany. Any town that had a
Oh.
German name was changed. People with German names anglicized their names.
I know
It
in
was-
America you cannot name your child Adolf or Hitler or anything like that. You know,
My
won't let you
question
do it.
would be, why would
it
you
is
want
against
to?
the law.
Thank God.
I think Mussolini or I think there's a couple other ones that you cannot name your child in America.
And did you know the Americans changed French fries just to fries because they didn't like the French? So they dropped that and just now it's fries.
We still call them French fries.
I say a lot of places they just call them fries.
It even says French fries on the menu boards.
A lot of places don't use French fries anymore. They just use
And that'd be
fries.
cheaper and just simple.
Well, you guys call them
Simpler.
chips.
Yeah, just call them chips.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
But we have-
lettuce.
But chips to us is potato chips.
They're chips,
Actual
yeah.
like Lay's potato chips.
Yeah, they're chips here.
It's
as
okay,
well.
Gregory. You know, Silver's been getting.
So when you
it in
say I want some
English
chips,
lessons.
Yeah,
then your wife will go to the store and get you a bag of potato chips,
yeah.
and you go, "No, wait, I wanted chips, not chips."
Well, then I'd say to her, I want chips. And she'd go, all right. And she'd know the
It's so-
difference.
It's okay,
God help her if
Gregory.
she doesn't.
It's okay, Gregory. Silver has been having English lessons with different things that come up. So
Oh,
she's
Polly's on
learning.
AFA panels right now.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm mad
I
at you,
mean,
Polly, for doing
It's
that.
it's like this whole truck versus you thing. It just annoys the crap out of Australians. You go, oh, truck crash. So everyone tunes in to see a truck crash, and they see a ute get killed, piled up. Sorry, and you go, where's the truck? They can't understand why we're confused. And then he is trying to pronounce it, and he's going, oot, or and we go, no, it's a ute.
Yeah, I
Right.
know, Cheryl, but you can't name your child Mussolini. I know
Yeah.
I know there's some names. I know there's more than just Adolf and Hitler that you can't name a child in America.
Well, they should outlaw Roberts.
Hang on. Oh, you can't name. There are. Oh my God, you can't. Illegal baby names in the U.S. are King,
Shithead.
Queen, Jesus Christ.
Why?
3, the Roman numeral 3, Santa Claus, Majesty, Mystery, Nigger.
Yes. That's why
That
it's illegal.
Adolf Hitler, the @ sign, and 1069.
I like the at sign.
I don't know what 1069 means. What does 1069 mean?
It was
One-
3 years after the Battle of
1069.
Hastings. Is that the year of the English Civil War?
Well, no, that's 1066, I think.
No, that's when
No.
the Normans take over the show.
All right.
In New Zealand, you can't name a child Chief Maximus. In Mexico, RoboCop. In New Zealand, sex fruit.
They've just got
Who
no
named
sense
a
of humour,
child
those
sex
Kiwis.
fruit? Oh my God. In China, you can't name a child Islam. In Italy, you can't name a child Friday. Why the hell not? In Saudi Arabia, you can't name a child Linda. What the hell? In France, you can't name a child Prince William. And in Germany, you can't name a child Osama bin Laden. In Sweden, you can't name a child Metallica. In Mexico, you can't name a child circumcision. Why would anybody do that?
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I hope mistake is a word that is
Oh, here's
forbidden
one for
on
the
any
United
child's
Kingdom.
name.
Here's one for the United Kingdom. You can't name a child cyanide.
So I
Oh my
suppose
God.
suicide's out then.
Oh, here's one in New Zealand. You can't name a child Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii. What? What?
Or name the kid Oops.
Yeah. Australia, you cannot name a child Duke.
Yeah.
Duke,
Yeah.
like the Duke of Earl.
Yeah, otherwise
Portugal,
the poor kid
Tom.
might have to duke it out for the rest of his life.
New Zealand, you can't name a child Anal.
What, even if they are a pain in the ass?
Yeah, or a little shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, little shit.
What about biggest
Oh.
dickus? Nope, not on the list. So you can name your child that. You're gonna get
Oh,
that
you'd
child's
want
gonna
to
get
hope he
beat
can
to
live up
crap.
to it.
That child's gonna get beat up on a regular. But
Oh,
Go ahead.
News now, Preston.
I refer you to Johnny Cash and a boy called Blue.
hey,
Peace.
News Now, Preston, what's up?
Oh, my name is Sue. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Johnny Cash, a boy named
Yeah.
Sue.
Apt warning for parents naming their children.
Yeah, don't name your children that.
Stupid names. I had good
Yeah,
friends who.
I mean, I
blanked-
tried really hard when I was picking out my kids' names. I had a really rough time because I did not want them to get bullied for their name, but I want, like with my oldest daughter, I wanted to keep it kind of in the family. So, my mom's middle name was Elizabeth, and my grandmother on my dad's side's first name was Elizabeth. So I named my daughter. I didn't like the name Elizabeth; it sounded too old. So I named her Eliza Beth. So I cut it in half and made two names out of it.
Right.
And then my daughter, my youngest daughter, again with the keeping it in the family, since her dad's name was Steve or Stephen, we named her Stephanie. And then, but either one of us couldn't come up with a middle name that sounded good. So we just kept saying different words. And we finally came up with Stephanie Rose. So that seemed to sound the best.
That's a nice name though, Stephanie. Yeah, Rose.
Mm-hmm. But we had a big fight over. Hey, Keebler! We had a big fight over the spelling of her name.
Hi, Keebler. How's it going?
So I wanted to spell it Stefani, but he wanted to spell it normal, like Stephanie. So I compromised, went with the PH, but no E on the end, just the I.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, broken fish.
And then the dumbass, while he was in prison, got a prison tattoo of my daughter's name. When she first saw it, she goes, "Who's that?" Because he spelled it with an E on the end. And she goes, "That's not me. That's not my name. That's not how you spell my name." So he has a permanent tattoo of somebody named Stephanie on his neck, but it's not my daughter because he's a dumbass.
Yeah, that's why I'm against tattoos. It's really hard to wipe it off in the morning if you got it wrong.
That's why I will never have words put on me as tattoos.
Yeah, I'm not sure about pictures too. You know, at the time when you get it, you're a bit, you know, cut and, you know, things
love
are all
mine.
up. And then, you know, as you get older, you know, Mother Nature takes over. Everything starts to go a little lower and saggier.
I got
and
mine
the
quite a
drawing
long
gets
time ago.
stretched. Yeah, but you're a skinny bugger. Now imagine if you were a little imagine if you actually ate occasionally. How big your arms would be.
I eat 3 times a day. I just have one of those weird metabolisms that I don't ever gain weight. I've never been fat a day in my life.
It's called a tapeworm, dear.
No.
Val Brooks, my lovely lady.
Hey, Val Brooks.
How you doing? How you doing, love?
No, tattoos are not free in prison.
Well, it depends on whether
It doesn't cost money, but it's going to cost you something.
Hey.
It's going to cost you commissary or something else, depending on what that tattoo artist wants to charge.
That would be scary.
Your tapeworm's called Eric.
You got to look after your tapeworm.
Oh my God, that's
Val Brooks
funny.
said hello, Greg.
G'day, mate.
They can remove tats with laser now. I know, I've seen it, and it looks painful.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
It's
get
very
rid of
painful.
tapeworms with a laser.
Of course, it couldn't be any more painful than the actual tattoo. I mean, those freaking hurt.
And it still leaves a visible scar. The
Oh,
laser
God.
removal.
Yeah, you'll still have.
Talking of tattoo removal, did you see that guy who did it with a sander?
Yeah. We had a bikie
Yeah.
done here a few years back, went mad and shot a woman dead in the street and then shot 2 blokes that came to her aid in the middle of the day in the middle of the main street.
You know who Travis Barker is?
No.
Travis.
Barker?
Yeah, Travis Barker.
Nope.
He's a rocker. Can't remember the name of his group. Hang on. Blink 182.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I've seen
the
that
singer for Blink 182. His daughter, Alabama, is a YouTuber, and she does makeup. And she did a video where she covered up her dad's face tattoos with makeup.
Oh, cool.
And it was funny because she kept saying that one of the tattoos, she thought it was a handkerchief, and it was an anchor. And he kept going, "No, it's an anchor." She kept calling it a handkerchief, but she covered it up. And then she goes, after she covers up the tattoos, she asks him, so, you know, because he's got tattoos, he's got full sleeves and all over his body. She asks him which one of his tattoos is his favorite tattoo. And he goes, "Probably the one you just covered up." She's like, "Oh, whoops." She's a pretty girl. Her name is Alabama.
Doesn't
Alabama.
have her father's propensity towards tattoos.
I guess. I don't know. Moral
That's a cool
story: don't get tatted. No, I want more tattoos. I want so many more.
Less painful to sleep on a wet comic.
They are very painful. But I would definitely go through that kind of pain for more.
The only 3 that hurt on me, that was the one on the chest, and the 2 forearms.
Now this hurt. This one hurt here when they got to the inside of my arm.
Oh yeah,
But
that,
all of this didn't hurt so much. And then I have one right there. It's very small, but it's right there. It was my first one. It's a black rose. And this one, the only part that hurt was the outline. By the time he got all the outline done, I was past the hurt, and so the fill in didn't hurt at all. But that's fleshy fat.
but is that the only tats you've got? I mean, I've heard
the two.
rumors that you have one on your right hip that says free parking.
No, like I said, I will never get words on my body. No words.
Oh, I was about to say,
Nope.
we'd use
No
symbols. But
names.
how the hell do you symbolize free
And if you
parking?
go to a tattoo artist, the only names that a reputable tattoo artist will put on you is your mom or your dad or your kids. They won't put like girlfriends or wives, husbands. If they're reputable, they won't allow you to do that, because wives and girlfriends and husbands and boyfriends are a dime a dozen, and they don't always last. And then you're going to forever have that name. It's like I would never put any of my ex-husbands on my body.
Well, it'd be fun, really. You could just do it off your right shoulder and then just put a line through each one as you finish. Oh, you're up to number 7.
You're allergic to hair color, so you're a little nervous to get a tattoo. Well, tattoo ink is much different than from hair color.
Yeah.
Very, very different. Because this shit's going in your body. It's hair color just stays on the top and stays just in your hair. So the only part that you should be nervous about getting a tattoo is the pain, because it does hurt. It does hurt.
I think it all depends on your pain threshold.
That's true. I mean, this one took about 6 hours to do, and it really didn't start hurting until he started getting into the inside of my arm, where
Yeah.
it's a lot more sensitive.
You'll see a lot of tough lads with the Celtic tat around their
I mean,
arm,
you can
but
see-
it stops here because
You can
it
see
hurts.
that right there. Looks like almost looks like I have a bruise.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say. it
Right
looks like
there.
a bruise.
Yeah, that's not a bruise. That's ink, because he had such a heavy hand that he was injecting ink into my system, basically.
Wow.
So I have a forever bruise right there, because it's just ink that leaked into my skin.
Silver, Val Brooks said, Silver, do you have any sentimental tattoos?
My guitar is sentimental to me because it's what I did for a living. I was in the music business for, God, I don't even know how many years, which is what I want more of. I want a bass guitar. I want a drum set. I want a microphone. I want musical notes. I would love to have a whole sleeve of all music stuff from my music career. And then, of course, I want a Seahawk, and I want there's many others that I want. I want my brother, my older brother, who passed away in '99. He was an artist, and he painted this beautiful picture of a goose flying over like mountains. And I would love to get just the goose on my back shoulder with his initials. But I would love to get more. This one, the Black Rose, this one, it was on a whim. We were bored. The guy wanted a tattoo, and I wanted to tattoo somebody, and I go, okay, sure, what the hell? And that was like when I was 20, I think, 20 or 21, something like that. he asked me what my favorite flower was, and I said a black rose. And so that's where I got the black rose. Which it still is my favorite flower is a black rose. But black roses aren't actually black. They're just such a deep, deep, dark, dark purple that they appear black. And they're super expensive. And they have to be imported. Because they don't grow in the United States. So they have to be imported. And then they're like super, super, super expensive. Oh, 521. Oh my gosh, that's coming up here on the 2-year mark. And I'm sorry, broke fishing. I definitely need a Seahawk tattoo. Definitely. But that can go on this arm because this arm is free. So this one I want to stave for all the music stuff.
You could get a mukul.
A what?
A mukul.
What's
It's a Maori traditional tattoo that women wear, and it's a tattooed chin.
No.
It would
No.
be cultural
No.
misappropriation, but it is. They have tattooed chins, and it's a bit confronting the first time you see one, but it's quite a deep part of their culture, and it's quite beautiful.
No. I do not want any tattoos on my face.
Traditional way. That ain't nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the tapping where they?
With
Yeah.
the stick. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that.
More than this little black duck could handle, I can tell you.
Yeah. No, and nothing on I would never get a tattoo on my face. That would never happen.
I think I've got about 12 tattoos.
I wish I had more. I only have 2, and I wish I had like 50 more. Seriously, I
You're gonna
love
have
tattoos.
12 good nights on the pub.
But
Out
they're
in the pub for that
freaking
money.
expensive. They are expensive.
That's what I'm saying. You get good piss up every tat, and you wake up in the morning and you recover better than a tat. Just go to the pub, get on the
No.
piss. I was going to spend that money on a tat.
Drink.
Barman, I will drink this.
I don't drink, so I don't drink alcohol. So
It's a great way to start.
anyway, we are at the 2-hour mark. A couple of minutes over.
Yep.
Excuse me. So I'm going to end this.
Oh, before you go, show everybody the prize.
Excuse me. God dang it. I'm dying here. This is the prize. The wireless headphones. I will go live tomorrow at noon Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock UK time,
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock UK, whatever the fuck. I will go live to pick the winner tomorrow. You do not have to be here for me to pick the winner. If you win, I will get a hold of you. And then if you do not want the prize, or you don't trust to give me your name and address, I get it. That's not a problem. You can name somebody else to give it to, or you can have me draw again. Either one of those two. So you've got, 3 options. So anything you want to do is fine by me. I don't mind if you don't want to give up your name and address. I totally understand that. Because there are some crazy people out there that are doxing, and I am not one of them. So I appreciate everybody being here. I never even looked at the count at how many people were in here at a time. I'd been involved with the conversation, so I never looked up at the little count. So thank you again for coming. Thank you, Polly, for being here for 3 seconds. And thank you, Gregory, for coming up. I appreciate it.
Mate.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And I will go live again tomorrow at noon, and then again on Tuesday. So always remember,
Be nice.
be nice, everybody. I
Yeah, thanks for
appreciate
having
each
us.
and every one of you. I love you all. Bye.
Ciao, chat.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. Whoop. And he's gone.